Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Lenny, and this is Big Girls Really Do Cry. And today I have a bit of crafting for you. Now, if you'd have seen my previous crafting video, you may be thinking, oh my god, no, back away from the crafting. But I had a bit of a teacher this time, um, in that the lovely Sylvia, or should I say Fauna, who came up and we've had an absolutely lovely afternoon, crafting and chatting and stuff. And I recorded part of it, so you can see. Um, I will let you. I will let it all explain what is being made as we go along, and yeah, enjoy. Crafting lesson from Sylvia.
We're going to attempt to make some large paper flowers. Now remember, flowers in nature are not always uniform. Sometimes they're a little bit droopy, a little bit misshapen.
Are you already assuming my crafting will not be very good? Is this what this is?
I'm assuming mine may also equally not be very good because it's a long time since I did this. Would you like to make a purple rose or a pink rose, Lena?
Purple. Purple's my favourite colour. So I can't see you. I can hear
fine.
you. Well, like they can see my hands in this because I don't know. Sorry, people. I'm trying to get this camera angles right.
Right, so you can just take the paper off and the clip off.
Okay, I can do that.
You'll have all your parts are cut out and ready to go. I did this yesterday.
Okay.
Dead easy to begin with. 2 circles. You have to literally glue them together, Lena. There's some sticky glue for you. You can either use
PVA glue, stick yourself together. Yeah. Well, actually, this doesn't stick you together, does it? It just.
Well, hopefully not. After seeing what happened with the super glue, I was a little wary.
So I just immediately, I was trying to take the end off this.
I think it should just be a case of squeeze and see what happens.
Okay. That's probably not a good thing with me. That might be a bit much.
Literally got to just begin like.
So.
Mine's all thick and gluey.
Sticking it together.
Awesome.
Right. Oh shit.
And we can just leave that to dry whilst we start shaping.
I should have used that.
I'm going to say there are some spreaders if you would like a spreader.
I feel like I'm at school with one of these.
And there's a little tray there to put the spreader in so you don't get glue over it.
Right. I'll do that. I'm putting it on the tray because I haven't even used it, but still. I'm so tempted to just.
By all means, feel free.
Just pop it on.
Usually on the palm of your hand.
Yeah, just leave that to dry. Ready for
peeling.
Ready for peeling.
Right, we're going to start with the biggest size of the petals.
Right.
And literally, we're going to put a little bit of glue on one side. Little bit of glue on one side. And then fold where it's cut. Just fold it over ever so slightly. And join it to itself. Excess glue, notwithstanding. And you do that with all the big ones. And try and get them sort of roughly so that you're overlapping them all about the same amount.
So a bit of glue on there. Yeah. And then.
Yeah. You might want it a bit closer to edge because you don't overlap it too much. Just push it over with your scraper.
that was kind of the same.
Try not to fold it too much. You just want it to be just literally crossing over itself. Because these are the shallowest curved petals.
You didn't see all that extra bit, did you?
I'm telling you now, Lena.
Look. It's kind of like...
It's fine as long as you make sure they're all roughly the same. Like wrapped over roughly the same amount.
This dries clear, so it's fine. And I've just got extra bits to peel off myself later.
Yeah. But we're basically doing that with all the petals, apart from the
Yeah,
three
I'll
smallest.
not do it as bad now this time.
And so feel free to use the spreader if it helps.
I will. Now that I realise it just needs a little bit over the edge. Like at school. They used to be really bendy, didn't they?
Yeah. These are better quality, I think.
Yes. Yeah, the schools would have been cheap, to be fair.
Still fit. They came from Poundland. I think there were 6 in a pack. What are left over from the kids' craft box. I have brought several things from the children's craft box.
Are you saying that my level of crafting is children's standard?
No, Lena. I'm sure you're going to make an excellent job of it, and we'll have some beautiful flowers to decorate the world with.
Right. Okay. I'm trying to just there. I've got 2 bits. I'm just going to put them over there to dry.
This is it. They'll be drying out whilst we're doing the other sizes. Onward and upward.
Okay. See, the good thing with this is it doesn't stink, and I'm not like, phew.
Yeah, we're not going to get you high.
No, not like last time. Not that it was you that got me high last time. I was like, it was me with the glue.
Yeah, but like you said, with no ventilation, it does get a little bit fumy.
Yeah.
Especially the super glue. I did not bring super glue.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing.
I'm like, do I take super glue to it? No.
No, we've seen what she did with super glue before. We won't go there.
To be honest, my thought process was, Lenny needs super glue. I know Lenny's got super glue.
Yes. Had lots of glues. Right. This isn't the same as... Oh, it is peely, look. Look, it's peely. Honestly, I'm like transported back to being like 10 or something.
Did you ever like help out at the children's schools when they were little, like
Yeah.
nursery, and you had to do all like the paper craft activities?
Yeah, just so you could play
sticking
with the
bits
glue.
of macaroni to pieces of
Look at that
paper.
bit. This isn't what I'm meant to be doing, people.
It's better than a suntan because it's not your skin peeling.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Right, I better stop playing with it.
Sylvia came all the way to Sunderland and 20 days later she gave her PVA glue.
Yeah. To be fair, that's all you should have brought. Just brought the PVA glue, one of them spatula things, and I'd have just tasted
smeared you in glue and left you there to dry.
Yeah, I'd have been entertained well and truly. Like.
Oh, okay. No, note for next time. Just bring the PVA. Maybe I should just leave you with some PVA glue, Lena, and then you can just do a
I'll never be bored
a video.
What
Lanie's PVA video.
Honestly,
just make sure you don't put PVC by mistake because you might get the wrong
to be
kind
fair,
of viewers.
There's going to be viewers for that sort of thing as well, isn't there?
Do you know there probably is in there? Actually?
Yeah, there's viewers for everything these days. I keep putting glue right at the top, and I don't need to put glue right at the top because
you're folding it. Mm-hmm. and I would like to mention, it's a total surprise to Leni. She didn't know what I had in store for us today.
Yeah.
I've turned up with my little Mary Poppins bag and just emptied craft supplies out all over Leni's room.
Yeah. Right, remember, don't need it at the top bit because it's not gonna end
well.
No. I feel like we need like a theme tune now. Not like
or like a paper play theme tune.
Like not like do 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 do. You know, like you're crafting or something and you have like a background tune. I don't know.
I'm quite happy for you to just sing nicely, Lenny.
You're the only person who's ever said that ever.
You can play your kazoo. You can
I
have
can
back
do
there.
it, yeah.
I think that'd be very appropriate.
So I'm doing this with every size.
Yes, but
Right.
but if you carry on doing the biggest ones first,
Yeah.
because what you've got to do now is look at how much you folded the largest, and then the next size fold it a little bit more, so they're a little bit more cupped than the big ones were. So just fold it over a little bit more at the bottom, and you do that with each size. Does that make sense?
It makes sense, but whether it works is a different matter entirely.
Literally just fold it over a little bit more so that the petal's just a little bit more cupped.
Right, we shall try. We're not
if you do, it doesn't matter, like I said. And if they're all slightly different, well, what flower in real life is perfect?
Me?
Oh, perfect blossom.
I am.
You stinkweed.
I'm a stinkweed. Okay. Pink Aldworth. Is that like a dandelion?
I was going to say it's a bit of a. Is it somewhere like in the? I don't know why that name came to me.
Oh, that's not sticking. Stick manually. That's not how it works with crafting. There's a stick manually.
There is a glue gun if you would like me to plug it in. Just keep it off your bed.
But I'll drop it. I'll put it on it. But honestly, I swear, I'd literally just put it on it and not realise.
I wouldn't let you. I would alert you. I'd do like an alarm siren noise if you thought you were going to put it down. I'd be like, whoop, whoop, whoop. Glue gun alert. Glue gun alert.
Right, that one's a bit make-up, didn't it?
It doesn't matter because you'll be hiding all that glue. It'll dry more or less clear, and then a lot of it will be hidden when you put the centre of the flower in.
Okay.
So honestly, it's no big deal, darling.
It isn't. You sounded a bit Sillerish there, just to know why.
After now, I've got visions of going home with your accent. I'm terrible at picking people's accents.
I do that though, usually.
Oh, should I put more of a posh voice then, and then you can get a posh voice?
Oh, posh, are we? Aha!
One was raised with elocution lessons, darling.
Oh, I can't even say that word. Right. Let's see. Dots. Gone to a lot of trouble to be all prepared for this.
Well, I thought if I cut them out beforehand, it would save time because I'm aware that we have a time restriction for my train home.
Yeah.
And there's quite a few to do. And we kind of need to end it with an odd number because an odd number usually looks better aesthetically, doesn't it, for a display?
5.
Yeah. So I think there's 5 big ones and 3 little ones.
That will be 8 then. That's not an odd number. Yeah, can you whisper that louder?
No.
Okay. I mean, I'm not the best at maths.
I did bring some extra card and tissue with me, so if we do need to do another one, or plus there might be one that just totally doesn't work out, especially when we get to the tissue pulling pom pom ones. These ones,
right?
Because if you're a bit too heavy handed with them, they can rip, and I'm prone to ripping them when I'm pom pomming. Pom pomming rips.
I'm very heavy handed, to be fair, so.
I can do them delicately whilst we're having lunch.
Oh, delicately.
Yes, delicately.
Oh, man.
Probably still rip the darn things, to be honest. Are we having fun yet, Lynn?
Yes. I'm just sticking myself together a lot.
But it's PVA glue.
I know, and I just want to play with this.
I see it all on the back of your hand, and I just kind of want to go.
I know, it's just it's
feel it all.
So like, what's the word? Satisfying.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
And like I said, much nicer than suntan, because there's nothing worse than peeling your suntan off.
Yeah.
And then it's a bit too raw around the edges. You know, when you get to the bit that's like still healthy skin and it's like, ow.
Yeah.
Not that I know much about that, spending all my time in the UK.
Nah, same. Although I did get quite suntanned last year.
We did, because we took the dogs out an awful lot out into the countryside and things, so romping through the woods and over at the river especially, we got a lot of heat and sun at the river. I think maybe with the reflection of the water.
This level of crafting is not too testing for my brain powers.
I've kind of done the really awkward bit, the cutting everything out and making sure it's all to size, and you're just left with the
Sticking
the glue on it and hopefully arranging it later. Arranging it is a little more challenging than this stage.
Oh.
But we're back to flowers are a natural thing, Lane.
You know, when you said about weeds, it might look more like one.
But weeds are beautiful in their own right. Everything's got a purpose, hasn't it?
Yes, true.
There are plenty of weeds that are like food for interesting insects.
As long as somebody looks at it and thinks it's something that grows outside, then I'll be happy.
Yeah, it grows wild and ragged and it's being pulled through the bush.
That's what someone says. If I show them it and they go, it looks like a lot of boats all together or something, then that wouldn't be very good, will it?
I'm sure that it'll be so nice that you'll have everybody asking you to make some for them. Your daughter will be like, oh, Mum, make me some for my room. And you'll be like, nah, no, I'll show you how.
No, I'm just saying, watch this video.
Yeah. It's educational.
Yeah. Glue yourself together. Right, I'm getting a proper pile. I think you've been doing yours quicker than me, though, because I'm a bit slow. That's probably because I was spending too much time gluing myself.
Possibly, yes. You were spending a lot of time peeling.
Yeah. I mean, I'm only 46. That's not, you know.
What
You think I'd have got overlap by now?
Yeah, but when was the last time you played with PVA glue?
Not since I was at school.
Exactly. So it's not like it's something you do every day and you've just not lost.
Yeah.
The
Because
interest.
when mine were little, they had stick glues, like. You know,
like these ones.
Yeah, yeah.
The proper branded ones, not the cheapo from the works ones.
The work, if the work, innit?
The work from the works.
Yeah. That's the thing. Do. See, back to the tune, innit?
Do you need to play some soft background music then?
Don't know. Usually I like people will say something and then I always put lyrics to what people say. Kind of, but if they come up with a word, I'll start singing a song.
All
And
right.
you just have it. It's like a disease or something.
Lane's just admitted on camera to having a disease.
Yeah, it's an affliction.
An affliction.
Yeah, it's a big word for me.
Do you know, it was really easy to find you, Lena.
Was it?
Yeah. And the bus driver was lovely. Shout out to the Sunderland bus drivers. He was lovely.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh.
He were like, I'll give you a shout when it's your stop. And as I was waiting to actually pull the bus over, he were like, when you're looking for it, told me name at street, obviously I won't say it on camera. He went, it's just that one there, love. Just turn right. And I'm like, oh, thank you. He even pointed which street I needed to be on, which I thought was very kind of him. But there's a lot of bus stops in your town centre.
Yeah.
I was walking down looking at all different displays, trying to figure out which one I wanted. Because I thought I wanted number 15 bus. I don't do many buses. Stop.
Oops, what have I done?
Are those your three littlest ones?
Yeah.
Right. We need to do something just slightly different with the three littlest ones.
Do I need to take
You will
this
need to
glue?
Should be fine. You might be cutting it off.
Alright.
So basically, what we're going to do is because these are going to be the three innermost petals. We want them to be even more cut, so we're just going to cut out a little V.
Trusted me with scissors now.
Yes, Lynn, and they're not that sharp, but sharp enough. So if you can just make the V a little bit wider.
Just like see what I'm doing.
I said you need your glasses because they're on top of your head.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I've got mine on actually. I might have to get mine.
Is that enough?
Yeah, that'd be fine. You just do that to each of them. There should be 3 of that size. See, I didn't do all the cutting. I did leave some cutting for you.
Yeah, you've got to play with scissors.
I'm sticking because there's so much glue on it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh. I went to Sunderland and made lady sticker.
There.
And then go back to doing what we were
I'm
doing.
in here.
Folding.
I need to wash my hands, I think. How come you're not this sticky? Oh, because you've been using the thing. And
I've been using the spreader.
You've been using the spreader and I just use my fingers. That's probably why, isn't it?
I'm just being fussy because I don't want to get too much glue on my manicure.
Well, I haven't got one, so it's fine.
Not that it would bother it, but...
Right. Got all the little bits out now. So I can get
I have
on
tried
with-
to make it so we won't have too many bits of paper floating around to make a mess in the room.
I'm good at making messes. Like,
I know, but I didn't want to be having to vacuum up before I left. It's like, do you know where vacuum is, Sylvia? It's in that cupboard under upstairs.
it's totally fine.
I seem to have one of your large ones, do.
Oh, that one. I think that's just where I first put it in it. And the last one. Just gonna have a go at origami at one point.
I got obsessed with, some people call them lucky stars, but when I made them, they were called wishing stars, and they make tiny little 3-dimensional stars that are puffed like a little pillow.
All right.
But they're only about a centimetre big when you finish folding them. And I just got slightly obsessed by them, and I made thousands. And people just kept getting jars full of wishing stars from them. I found some star-shaped jars to fill with wishing stars. And random people got them. But they're nice because if you're doing it for someone special, because it starts out with just a long, narrow strip of paper, you can write like a message or a blessing or just a nice thought along a piece of paper, and then you fold the star up. And I think that's where they were called wishing stars.
Oh.
And then if they want, people could take one out and unfold it and read the message. Obviously, they'd have to not fold it back up again or just throw it away. I don't know. Otherwise, you're just left with loads of strips of paper, which don't look quite as effective as a little jar full of stars. But yes, I got obsessed with wishing stars randomly. There we go.
I suppose if you enjoy doing something and then it's so easy. And
I would just sat in front of telly every night folding them. Right, we need to find the original base that we made, those 2 circles we stuck together.
Right.
And we will start assemblage. So, from your biggest ones, so there should be 5 large size.
Right. Got mine all out of the shop.
They'll be the driest as well, because they were the first ones we did.
Right, so 1, 2,
Size that one.
3, 4. 5 there.
Right.
Okay.
So basically, take your base, and all you're going to do is you're going to glue these 5 petals around the base,
Right.
just at the edge of the base,
So
and they'll each overlap a little bit.
So like that.
Yeah, you just decide on your position and stick it on, and then the next one will overlap the first one, and so on and so forth, until you've got all 5 around the base.
Okay. Might need to spread that a little bit.
My glue does not want to come out now.
And just hold it in place.
Yeah, just hold it for a minute and then move on to the next one. Each one will hold the previous one down a little bit.
Got me bits of peelings all over.
Have a rose, it comes with 3 peelings.
3 peelings. Right.
If you want, you can put them on sort of roughly beforehand. So
Yeah,
just make
probably-
sure that you're
Probably best.
going to fit them all round. They will overlap just a little bit.
Find the right end. Right. That works.
And you will have a bit of wiggle room with the glue if you need to move them a little bit before it dries. It's not like the super glue.
No.
Once it's done, it's done.
Yeah. Okay. So stick that back under there.
I keep seeing movement at the corner of my eye and I just realised it's you wiggling your toes
Oh,
to keep them moving.
I have excited toes. So I quite often, I used to do it when I, like if I was nervous before, when I first started doing videos, I'd wiggle my feet like this. And then that would keep us calm while I was doing my videos.
Surprised
I
it's just
do-
that nervous energy. And
Yeah, I've got
An
nervous
outlet for
energy,
it.
yeah. It's just an excited toes.
am I making you nervous, Lena?
No.
I did bring my own knife.
Yeah, you did. That's true.
I was unpacking my bag and a knife dropped out. Whoops!
Yeah. Along with like 5 pairs of scissors, and I'm like, there's only 2 of us. How many pairs of scissors? You don't even have enough hands for them.
Edward Scissorhands impression off.
Yeah.
Stick your mind to your table then.
That's alright.
It'll be somewhere to display it.
You can just leave them here.
You can just peel it off later.
Oh yeah, that'll be exciting, isn't it? That's a good thing. Just play with the glue. Physio used to tell us to move me feet a lot as well.
I want to say, I suppose it helps with blood supply and things, movement
Yeah.
of, doesn't it? Just any sort of wiggly.
Wiggly motion.
Yeah.
That was the
Wiggly
attempt at your accent, which was really bad.
What, my accent's really bad.
No, me
Oh,
attempting to do it.
Thinking,
I went wiggly motion.
I didn't think I had that broad a Yorkshire accent.
Oh, you do.
Do I?
Yeah, you do. You sound very Yorkshire.
Oh, crikey.
Oh, crikey.
Well, your dog looks a bit like a whippet. If I'd have brought my flat cap,
Yeah, exactly. He's a furry whippet.
he's gorgeous. I've met Jasper. I got loads of cuddles and kisses.
Yeah, he did.
It's not so much come to Sunderland to see Lane, it's come to Sunderland to meet
Just
Jasper.
come and meet my dog. He'll not be asleep on the sofa, because that's what he does. Even though he had 2 dog beds, I'm just getting rid of one of them actually. because he had two, and then he would just still sleep on the sofa. So
But that's what dogs do.
yeah, and then I just let him anyway. So it's not like, you know.
Mine tend to do the same.
Right.
Although, if one of them goes onto one bed, you can guarantee the other one wants to be on that bed.
Yeah.
And although they are technically large enough for both of them to be in them at the same time, the first one always moves out.
Oh man. Oops, that was a bit of dried glue that I've just removed from there. You know, after this, you'll never want to craft again
Why?
because you've been doing it with me.
You're
Like-
doing a grand job. It's becoming flower shaped, Lena.
That's true. Well, I was debating whether flower shaped or a bowl was adequate,
Well, it will look bowl shaped, I suppose, for the first few.
and now I'm thinking that might not be in big enough space, but it'll have to be. And that one's fallen off. May have overglued. Can you overglue? Yeah, I'm sure you can.
Not when it's you.
No, that's always room for more glue. See, if I pin that one down, that one's coming off. I do have space for the last one.
It's all right because it can tuck sort of in front of that one and behind the first one, so it'll be fine. It will fit.
Right, I need to put glue on. Can't even see. It's not quite overlapping, is it?
It won't matter. There's several of the rows of petals to go inside it. It'll all join together in the end, Lena.
Just pull that one out a bit. Like that. Is that underneath? Yeah. Right. You just hold it for a bit.
Hold it for un momento.
Is that 1 minute?
A moment.
A moment. I suppose memento is like,
Yeah.
yeah, I should have got that. But I didn't. All
Basically,
right.
hold it until when you pull your finger off, it pulls it off with your finger because it's dried to your finger. Evil cackle. Ta-da! You might even have enough glue now in the centre to glue in your next round of petals because you're just going to do the same again. But obviously, as with nature, you're kind of offsetting it. So you put it between where those two,
Okay. So
like a natural flower would have.
I'm going to fill my gaps.
You're going to start filling your gaps with your next size petals.
Okay. I mean, I might have a bit extra glue, just, you know. For
You might have a bit.
Yeah, I mean.
Just, PVA. Don't have to worry about where PVA glue comes.
Oh. Oh. Stick on there. We're getting free hair as well. I always end up with free hair.
That's because you've got such lovely long hair then.
Does me head in.
At least it's not bright purple.
But what's wrong with bright purple? I like purple.
My daughter had a comment or two to make about it when she saw it. But then it's not like my hair's ever natural coloured. It's always a little bit unusual, but a little bit more bright purple than normal. I don't really care. I was never going to grow old gracefully.
Well, no. Why do that?
When being an
Same
old
size.
sausage. I'd say you should have 5 of the next size as well. And then
I'm just confused on which size
4
I'm.
and 3. So those are definitely your smallest 3.
Right, M's with them. M's me. 4.
That's your 4.
Yeah. Right. Tax us about an hour to do one thing.
Don't say that because there's quite a few to do. I'll be leaving you with half a display. I can't even post them back to you because they'll get squished in the mail. I'll have to just leave you instructions on what to do with the others if we don't get them all done. Because
Yeah.
we'll have a break for lunch,
Yeah.
which is a surprise, and Sylvia being random. And like I said, I'm very sorry, but we are blowing your calories, I think, today with the.
To be honest, I haven't had a good week, to be fair. But I'm not worried.
Yeah, but you can absolutely 100% on your next food vlog blame me for today. Absolutely. Just go, she brought all this stuff from Yorkshire and just presented me with it, and it would have been impolite to refuse.
I only blame myself for what I put in my mouth. I'm talking food, people. Food.
What else could anybody think you were talking about, Lenny? I don't get that.
God knows.
I'm getting all sticky glue.
Me other leaves fell off. Petal, not leaf. It's a bloody petal.
Yeah, petal.
Ah.
I can rip out the hot glue gun if you want, but we won't be able to allow you unsupervised with it. It is only a miniature one.
Yeah, but it's still me.
And knowing my luck, I'll go to grab it and get hold of it by the hot nozzle. No, lady, don't put that on your head, lady.
I'll just be like, glue myself to my mattress, and then the mattress will burst, and then I'll zoom around the room. That's about how it'll go.
You've got a lot of bedding on top of your mattress. There'd be flames before it got to your mattress, Lane, and if you didn't notice by then, I'd be very worried.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't. Something burning. Right. Now. And then just crack on. That's the problem, isn't it? Right. Try to find where to stick this. Yeah, that'll do. Can't see inside. It's in the right place.
Your tail's as low as it goes.
I know. I can lift my bed up, but then my legs won't get under, so I can't win. Right. Turn around. It's meant to be overlapping, isn't it, on that bit, but...
As long as the stick going and the amount of glue you're using, I'm sure they will. I'm thinking I should have brought my bigger bottle of PVA now.
I'm going to be peeling PVA off my hands for like all day.
Just going to post you some. Posting PVA to there.
Yeah.
If I can post toast to people, I can post PVA glue to you.
You posted toast?
Yeah, my friend was in a relationship with a gentleman who, funnily enough, lived in Hartlepool.
All right.
And he had an aversion to crumbs. Like, they totally freaked him out.
Okay.
And they had an argument. And she couldn't be bothered to go all the way to Hartlepool to be mean to him. So I posted him some toast.
Okay.
So obviously, got the envelope, one of those like jiffy bags, opened it up and pulled this slice of toast out. And what does toast have when it's been through the post?
Crumbs.
Lots of crumbs. Apparently, he was screaming like a biatch in his flat.
Oh dear.
Apparently, it totally freaked him out and had the desired effect.
Right, I think I'm glued.
Right, well then on to the next size, and there's just 4 of those. So put them a bit closer in again.
Space in the middle.
Make space, Lady. Make space.
Stick your Wally. That's how you do crafting, eh?
Yeah, stick your wallet.
Stick your Wally.
I'm sure it works. But there are only 4 of these.
There's been no swearing, so that's good.
I just said the B word.
No, I know, but like me, aggravated at crafting things.
Well, I don't think you're aggravated yet. I think you'll get aggravated when we come to do the tissue pom-poms. I think they might get ripped to shreds.
They might get to me.
Yeah. She'll be pom-pom off, Sylvia.
Right. This is just going to be all glue, no paper.
Trust me. It's quite good cardstock, is this? Because it's a bit thicker than some craft papers, but not as thick as some cardstock that you just can't bend and manipulate. We like to bend and manipulate things.
Bend and manipulate things. I can't believe you even got this little tray for your glue.
Because I didn't want to get glue on anything, because I didn't know how much equipment you had in your room. And
do you know how much glue I get on everything? Or does it really matter?
I was trying to be a thoughtful visitor.
Well, you were, but I was just.
You can do what you want in your own home, dear, but I can't just walk in and lob glue everywhere. What did Sylvia do? She came up and glue bombed me from Yorkshire.
Well, technically, allowing me to use glue is doing that, really.
Yeah, but I can't take responsibility for what your fingers do, lady.
Ah, that's true. Right, which one? I don't even know why the last one's meant to go.
Well, because there's only 4 of them, they'll just be opposite each other, so it's relatively easy to get those 4 in place.
There.
And then you're on to the final 3, and then you can start doing the centre, which involves using scissors.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Well, hopefully not. They're not the sharpest of scissors. I didn't bring the children's scissors, I've got to admit. I thought that'd be taking the mick.
I've got some of them, the round ended ones.
Yeah, the ones that
well, actually,
made of plastic
they're not,
or something.
They're not from the children. Like they're not children, so from the nurses, because
like a safety scissor.
Safety scissors, yeah. Right. So how do I
Right, the last 3 just space them round, because you shouldn't have that much room left in the middle now. So the last 3
No,
just.
not really.
As long as you do the thing where you start them opposite where the others meet.
Can help me.
Radio 1. Craft time with Lainey. This special guest Sylvia, all the way from not so sunny Yorkshire.
Yorkshire. How not to glue with Lainey. That's mine, is it? Really?
I think maybe it should be entitled Excessive Gluing
with Lainey. Yeah. Get the most out of your glue.
You too can use yoo-hoo when you glue.
You too can glue you.
You little minx, you.
Right, one more to do, and then I'm done. Well, I'm not.
You're done on that bit.
Yeah, I'm done on that bit. But
yours is much more bowl-shaped than mine. It's much more 3-dimensional.
Don't know how. It's just
You've been more risque with your angles.
I've been more. I don't know what I've been. Your rose is more open than mine.
Yes, yours is in bud. Your rose is in bud.
Hasn't been in bud for a long time, but never mind. Look looks alright from this angle,
Yeah,
but I'm scared to move it because it might be glued to the table.
I kept lifting mine up and turning it round just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Ooh, it's not bad, it's not bad.
It's not bad. Right, we need to start doing the centre now. So
Right.
let me just find. I believe that will be the centre for yours.
Okay.
I just need to find the centre for mine. No, I have it. It's fallen on the floor.
Seed.
Right.
Right. What do we...
Pretty straightforward. If you look, the folded over.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so the open end, not the closed end.
Yeah.
So the open end, we are just literally going to make a frill. So cut about 2/3 of the way down, all the way along.
Well, like in this...
Yeah, just like you're literally going to make a fringe out of it.
Right. So I've got the open end.
So you cut the open end and leave the other end closed to hold it all together. And just cut about 2/3 of the way into the paper.
You've got like tassels, essentially.
And you can cut it as thin or as thick as you want. But you'll end up with a long, long strip of paper that's got a little fringe down it.
It's concentration.
I'm only concentrating so I don't chop my finger end off. My scissors, I think, are a bit sharp. Not that I've purposely given you the scissors that weren't quite as sharp.
It's
But
probably
as
a
long as they're
good
doing the
idea.
job. So I think yours is tissue paper and mine's great paper because of the colours that I had in.
I have to have a series of how not to craft, but these might not be too bad.
This will be a series on how to craft, how to make paper flowers with layer.
Right.
And when you get to the end, if you want, you can go that way as well, but I'm not going to bother. Right, now you need to unfold it.
Right.
At least some of the way. Unfold it, yeah. Open it up.
Okay.
Ta-da! And we're just basically going to roll it up now. So start from one end, roll it up, a little dab of glue every so often. Not too much glue then. A little dab of glue every so often to hold it in place.
Trying to say like.
And roll it up. And it's
Dab of glue.
yeah, and then you can roll it 2-3 times before you put another little bit of glue. It'll just to hold it in place every so often.
Dab of glue. Sounds like yabba dabba doo. It's what came in my head, and I'm gone with that.
I just want to know which one's Scooby and which one's Shaggy.
Scooby. Yabba dabba doo, though, that's
Oh, that
the
was
the Flintstone.
Flintstones, not
Yeah.
not yeah. Why did I think it was Scooby Doo?
It's similar. Scrappy dappy doo, isn't it?
never that keen on Flintstones.
Yeah. It's a face with a pearl necklace, eh?
Don't know what that means.
What pearl necklace? It's just a necklace with pearls, obviously.
Thought it was a euphemism for something.
It is. But I'll not explain.
No, you can tell me when the camera's off.
People can only just all that. I need to do it a couple more times. These fluffily blitz.
Yes, it's all frilly willies and not frilly willies.
Frilly willies.
Maybe the word willy's not the right word. It's all frilly fondants, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you're basically making what's going to be in the centre of the flower. And then, unlike me, try not to drop it.
Just trying to get to the end. Right. Stick that bit there. And then just hold it in place. Yours is very neat, mine's not.
It doesn't matter. Matters not, darling. Matters not.
It matters not.
Like this bit, you can smear a bit of glue on the bottom now.
Okay.
Smear glue on the bottom of your roll up. Hopefully it's more or less all the same level. But don't worry too much if it's not.
It's not the same level.
She's got sticky up bits and sticky down bits. Don't worry about it, lady. Just put lots of glue on it. If we have to, we will get the hot glue out.
You did say lots of.
Just there.
Me fluffy bits are sticking to me non-fluffy bit. That sounds a bit
And then
weird.
you're literally sticking that in the centre of your flower. And that's what you need to hold for a little while.
Okay. Find the hole.
Find the hole and stick it in the middle. Just hold it for a couple of seconds. And hopefully it will
I'm
stay.
kind of squishing it a bit.
It don't matter, it's tissue paper, it'll be fine.
Oh.
It'll look like little bees have landed to pollinate it and swish the stems slightly.
Yeah, that's what it'll look like. Oops. Yeah, I'll fluff it back out.
There you go.
There you go.
And that is your finished rose.
That's really good, isn't it?
I think it's lovely. I think for a first attempt, that's fantastic.
I'm pleased with that.
I'm
Just this little floppy bit here that I wish would stay up a bit, but
Well, if you want, you can glue it to the one above it if you wanted to hold it in place a little bit more.
yeah.
Entirely up to
That's
you.
normal with flowers, isn't it? You
This is
always
it.
get a floppy one.
They start to droop.
Yeah. It's
With age.
like me.
Yes.
But yeah, I was pleased with that. Do you want to show yours? You can put
That's slide my number.
it. Yeah.
Incoming. I did a pink one.
Your pink name's purple.
I'll let you choose.
It's very cool, isn't it?
I'm going to leave them to dry.
Yes, we can. We just have glued off the table.
Would you like me to get something to wipe the table down with before we commence with the next lot of gluing? Put that in there.
Right. This is the bit where we need the music because it's like showing off what you've done, innit? So it's like the do 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 do.
Lily's gorgeous flower.
I can't even show it. My video
Like a bumblebee, you have to get inside it.
My video one is terrible. There, something like that, and then over there. We did that one jointly, didn't we?
Yes,
And then this is
joint effort.
This is Sylvia's, and Sylvia's fluffy flower.
Floppy
Mine kind of looks more like a bouquet, but we're getting there. I'm going to hold it, give it more effect. There, something like that. And then there. And then they're about to go on the wall. See, who can he craft? So yes, I did some crafting and it wasn't horrendous. Can you see? Look, it's up there. Do like selfies with it and that. It's on my wall. It looks canny. Um, I actually enjoyed it. I didn't think it was too bad for me. Um, I mean, maybe it was probably because I had Sylvia as a teacher. Because I think if it was just me on my own, I'd probably get into some trouble. Plus, she brought all the right equipment. And I have recorded or started to record another video, which you'll see me doing crafting on my own, which isn't with the right equipment. Yeah, I attempted to do a little duckling. You'll see that eventually. It's not finished. I need to get a proper get something proper to fix it and finish it, I should say. But yeah, I will eventually put that out. But yeah, I had a lovely day. Thank you so much to Sylvia. It's been absolutely amazing, and yeah, I'm really chuffed for that. Even though it looks like it's now growing out my head. But yeah, pretty cool, eh? Pretty cool. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will put another video here for anyone who wants to watch. And if you're not subscribed, please do. And I shall catch you next time. Bye bye now. Bye bye.